Damn, it's such a damn good looking day out today, ain't it? It's a good damn day to be out on the bike now. And I really need to ride this thing so much more because that last time I even tried to start it and it was dead. That was a real damn thing. I'm typically riding the R3 or the R1. This thing usually just sits in the corner of the garage and nobody riding it. My son was the last one that rode this. After I got the forks updated, put new springs in and everything, I put him out here on the R6 for the very first time at Thunder Hill. He's only had one track day before that. Well, I should say big track day, because typically we're on the kart tracks riding R3s. He got bumped up into a higher group. I started him out in C group. His first track day he rode in B group. He was all right, but I was sending him out there by himself, so I sent him in C group and let him do his thing. He got bumped right into intermediate. But that's the topic of the day, is my son. Channel was always his idea. So I wanted my experiences so I could bring them back and show my son. It was pretty cool. I recently had an opportunity to have him intern with me at my job. It was cool having him work with me because he got to see what I do every day, see how we're fortunate and we have the things that we have, and basically how I maintain our lifestyle. He got to see that. He did it for about 2 weeks, so he got a good taste of what I do daily.
Good morning, how you doing?
Since there's not too much shit here, I guess you guys can go work on knocking on doors or opening them, and I'll run all the devices while you guys are doing that, and then I'll come back down here and put notifications back on.
Okay, and we'll just hit it for.
And we'll just yeah.
We can start on the top if you want.
Yeah, because I can run all the devices while he's doing that, and then I'll get all
I got
that.
I got my
Your radio?
walkie,
Okay.
but it might need to be charged.
Okay.
Like where in the room are the strobes?
Entryway and one in like living room, but that depends on the layout of the environments.
So that right there, I kind of like the fact that he was asking about what was the devices, where they were. You know, it shows that he was a little bit more interested in it than I thought he was just going to be there going through the paces, but he was really trying to figure it out.
Roger that.
We got to go after work to the Blue Angels ground routine before they took off. It was Fleet Week, so we got to pop out there and get to see what they do before they take off, kind of see their team before the team gets into the sky. And it was my son's first time around jets like that, and I'm a long-time jet fanatic. Yeah, it was tight to go check out the Blue Angels after work, and it was pretty cool. Typically, we either go to the kart track on the weekends or we go to the big tracks on the weekends. Just kind of depends on how we're living, how we are moving through that week. Kart track is kind of the most fun when we're practicing. That's where you get the most training and the most riding time in. having good grades in school. That's all I've ever asked for. So when he gives me good grades, I mean, on the weekends, we try to do all kind of shit. We train a lot at the kart tracks. I mean, there's a lot of kart track riding. Having him out at the kart tracks helps me out because I get an opponent to spar with, if that makes any sense. I do a lot of stuff half pace, or I'm just out there blitzing on my own. But having him out there, that's the reason why I built 2 R3s. It's cool to get full speed, full pace practice. So that's really what it's all about. I love that part about having him being a little bit older now. But again, this YouTube channel was initially started because of him. When he was a little kid, before I used to bring him to events, I wanted him to see the events that I was going to and see how it went down. So that's what this YouTube channel started. Our last name is Kings, so obviously the channel started as Kings of Experience. As my son gets a little bit older and I, have him on the channel more, I changed it to KOE because it's still the same thing, right? Kings of Experience, but it's the family bond, it's the family situation that I want to show, the dynamic of having my son in my corner and everything like that. So as he starts to drive, I'm just showing him everything that I can to help make him sharp and more dialed in. I had given him a car a long time ago, my convertible, my practice car. I mean, I pretty much don't do too much practicing when I drift anyway. I drift just for the love of what I want to do, how I want to do it. I gave him the practice car a long time ago, but it had just been sitting for ages. He hadn't driven it in about 1.5 years. We got it taken care of, got it fired up, got it out on the track, and let him shake it down. Kid been begging me for a while to get out in the car, so it was good for him to get back in the mix. He's been really wanting to get on action. He's been really wanting to get back in action with the cars. good to see he still got his hands up though, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that if I be harsh on anything, I'm harsh on the talent that you earned, the talent that you learned, and the talent that you retained. I never want you to lose that sharpness, so I be on him tough about that kind of shit. I hope you don't really be thinking I be tripping on him too hard, but I do be tripping because I be wanting him to be on his shit, you know what I mean? But this year, I think I'm gonna relax on the little fella. You know, he is getting older. I'm gonna let him move on his own accord. Of course, I'll be there to assist him with everything that he needs, but not too much barking and coaching at him. I'm gonna let him do his own thing and, you know, see where he goes with it, how he goes with it. That should be a cool little experiment for me to learn to kind of let go, let the reins out. So that's pretty much what it's gonna look like for the 2025 year. This is what we do on this channel. We ride, we drive, and we keep a real solid core and foundation. So I'm glad y'all enjoyed the video. I'm glad you came back. Thank y'all for joining us today. That's going to be it for this content. I'm going to give you two, and I'm out.